Okay, hello. We are making a continuation of our recent video on finding square roots and also using different methods. So we had so far looked at a variety of these questions, and we just only want to make some continuation. Please, if you are not able to start with us this lesson, we encourage you that you first check out on our playlist for you to move on the same page with us. So these are a variety of questions that we had so far looked at as far as finding the square root of these numbers. Remember, here we had looked at our question A and our question B. Then here we are also going to be looking at our question C and our question what, and our question D, then our question E, then our question F. So we are going to get started. Okay, so we can start our question C, which is our question C is in whole number. They want us to find the square root of one whole number 7 out of 9. Such that we can come up with an answer. Remember, we said that when they are given in these whole numbers, then we should also be able to solve this whole number. We first change it into what? Into a mixed fraction. So let's get started. One whole number 7 out of 9. Okay, so our number is our part C is one whole number 7 out of 9. This is the number that we are going to solve, and they want us to find the square root. Okay, square root, which is one whole number 7 out of 9. So for us to be able to find out our square root, we should be able to first multiply. It's going to be 1 times 9, then plus 7 out of 9. So here we shall be able to get our answers. 9. What is 9? 1 times 9, which is 9, then plus 7, which is 16. So this is also going to be equal to 16 out of 9. So now this is the square root that we are going to solve or look at. When it is given in this category, we want to find out a number that can be multiplied by itself to get 16, and also another number that can be multiplied by itself to get 16. We said we can use all the methods to derive an answer. We said if we use, if we say using ladder method, we said we can get our 16, which is given. We look for the lowest factor which can be divided by 16. We have a 2. Then a 2, when we divide 16 by 2, we shall be able to get our 8. When also still get divide 8 by 2, we get a 4. Then also when we divide 4 by 2, we get 2. Then 2 by 2, 2 by 2, we get 1. Okay, so we said that we can now get a pair of this and also a pair of this. So this simply means if we have we pick one, pick one in the pair, we pick one here and one here, which is going to be our 2 times 2, which is going to be equal to 4. So this simply means that our square root of 16 is going to be 4. Also here, if we try out a 9, if we try out a 9, we say 9 divided by, we look for the factor that can divide 9, which is a 3. We say 9 divided by 3, we get 3. Then a 3 divided by 3, we get 1. So this simply means that also here, since we have only one pair, then we can use our square root is going to be equal to 3. Then after we have got the square root of these numbers, this simply means if we have our 16 out of 9, then it can still be equal to our 4 times 4, then divided by our 3 times 3. Our 3 times 3, then the square root of this, the square root of this is going to be equal to that is 4 out of 3. This is going to be our what? Our square root. So when it is now in a mixed fraction, we can now conclude and say that the square root of one whole number 7 out of 9, okay, 7 out of 9 is going to be equal to 4 out of 3. So this simply means when you multiply this 4 out of 2 times 4 out of 2, when you multiply our 4 out of 3, then multiplied by 4 out of 3 by itself, we can now get our answer as 16, where 16 is the same as one whole number 7 out of 9. So using another method, we can also still get our square root. Then also using some other methods like multiplying a number by itself, you still get the same answer. Let's proceed to our question 2. Our question 2, which was given. Let's proceed to our question 2, which was given. In our question 2, which was part C, then here now we can look at our part D, which is 12 whole number 1 out of 4. 12 whole number 1 out of 4. We are going to look at our part our part D, and our part D is equal to 12 whole number 1 out of 12 whole number. Okay, it is 12 whole number 1 out of 4. Okay, 12 whole number 1 out of what? 1 out of 4. So we can also still use the same method here. We say if we have 12 whole number 1 out of 4, then this is going to be equal to what is 4 times 12? We say 4 times 12, then plus what? Plus 1 out of 4. Here we shall be able to get our answer. Here is going to be, what is 2 times 4? That is 8. Then 2 times 4, 8. Then 1 times 4, which is 4. So this is going to be our 40 what? Here is 48. 48 plus 1 out of 4. Where this is still the same as still this is going to be what? 49 out of 4. Then from here we can now be able to look at our number. We can now look at our number. Okay, I'm going to separate here. Then we can look at our number, which is now 49 out of 4. They just only want us now to find the square root of this. So which number can be multiplied by 49 to get which number can be multiplied by itself to get 49? We can have our numbers 7 times 7, then divide by 2 times 2. These numbers can give us this, right? So this simply means that if we have our 7 out of 2, is going to be you can say is the square root square root of 12 whole number and then 1 out of 4. Okay, so with this number we shall have done. Whichever method you can use, you can still come up with the right answer. All right, for this, making a recap is to ensure that we first change it to a proper fraction, like our part C, which was 16 out of 9. Then here now it becomes very simple to just get the square root of this. Also here is also to change it into a proper fraction, where we got our 49 out of 4. Then also getting now the square root of this becomes easier for us. Okay, hope everyone has been able to understand and you can be able to solve some more complicated numbers concerning square roots. All right, let me say that we shall be able to stop here, and please say thank you very much. Please be able to check out on our playlist for you to move out on the same page with us, and also subscribe to get some more upcoming lessons. Also check in the comment section, comment, and we see your request so that we can do the best that you really need. Stay blessed. Nice moment. See you in the next lesson.